everyone, welcome back to another episode of Guitar of the Day. I'm your host, Michael Lemmo, and today it is a great thumping Thursday here at Norman's Your Guitars.
Woo!
Yes, we have a really cool bass, one of the coolest I've seen, and we're going to do it with my good friend Roberto Vally.
Hey everybody.
How you doing, Roberto?
I'm doing well. How's everybody over here?
Oh, we're doing it.
Pretty good, pretty good.
Right now I'm in Vancouver or somewhere.
Yes, somewhere in Canada.
Pre-shooting.
There you go.
But I appreciate you playing. And what have you been up to? You had a song on radio?
Yeah, I got a song just added to national radio. It's already been picked up on 10 FM stations, including the Watercolors, Channel 66 on Sirius XM.
Great station.
Yeah, and my single is called Woody's Gap. And it's getting big accolades now, so I'm really happy about that. Yeah. I have another song on the radio with an artist, Najee, that's doing very well as a single, climbing the charts. It's called Bounce. So between my gigs and producing and writing, end of month bucket full.
That is great.
Yeah,
well,
man.
Such a great artist, one of my favorite bass players, so you deserve it. And this is a great bass, isn't it?
I'm anxious to see what
Let's
it is.
see what we got.
Let's see what we got under the case.
I think it was calling your name. This is a 1964 Fender P-Bass refinished in seafoam green.
Ooh,
What?
I like that.
Everybody's like, what? No, it's really, really, really cool instrument. Ooh, and a nice weight on this thing. Not too heavy. But yeah, seafoam green refin looks great. I think it's been in this... The refin happened a couple years ago, so it's actually got some nice age to it as well. Tuners were changed, but I think it's just the refin and the tuners pretty much. But a great neck, huh? Mm-hmm. Absolutely
let me
great.
take a feel of it.
Yeah.
I think this is the one that Norman was telling me. This was at his son's house,
Right.
and he just pulled it out of his son's place and put it up for sale, and she smells good. Smells like
Smells
victory, yeah, and I love these old
Clay dots.
Yeah, the clay dots, but the Brazilian rosewood
yeah.
that almost looks like ebony. It's so dark.
That's when you know you got a good one.
Yeah, absolutely. But it feels like it just plays like butter. I can't wait to try it out.
Yeah, so a non-original case. I don't think this one came with... Yeah, it didn't come with the cover trays or anything, but if you're really interested, I'm sure we can find some. But really, really cool bass, and anybody who gets this is going to be really happy. So, Roberto, you mind taking it out and showing what it can do?
I'd love to take it for a spin. I may buy it myself. Who knows, man?
I agree.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Let's see if we
Let's
can...
go.
Yeah, everybody, Norm over here, and I'm here with my good buddy Roberto Vally, who is one of the great bass players. We have been blessed with a lot of fantastic bass players lately coming through. This guy is one of the finest that there is. And I first met Roberto you were playing with Bobby Caldwell.
Yes.
And tell us about Bobby. Bobby is the most soulful white cat on the face of the earth. I mean,
I heard Bobby back in 1979. I was up and coming young bass player, and the group that I was in, we learned What You Won't Do for Love. Who would have thought that, fast forward to 1990, I invite him to hear me play with Michael Franks, and we were doing a slew of dates here in California, and as fate would have it, Bobby came out to one of the shows.
Yep.
And he cornered me after the show. He said, Roberto, I love how you play. I'm doing a tour of Japan. Would you like to be my bass player? And the rest is history.
And Bobby, a lot of people don't know this because Bobby plays keys a lot with the band and just a fantastic singer and just an amazing songwriter. But he also plays great guitar.
He plays great guitar, absolutely.
And when I first met him, he was playing kind of more like in the Jeff Beck kind of thing.
Oh, yeah.
And I kind of got him into some of the R&B and soul stuff, and then he just took it way beyond where he's almost like the white answer to Stevie Wonder.
Absolutely.
And I just did a thing on TV One that's going to be coming out, and it's a show, and it's about Bobby, and a lot of people think of him as a one-hit wonder, but he's had a lot of tunes with a lot of different people.
Oh, for sure.
And
I mean, just to name a few that I know of, like All or Nothing at All for Al Jarreau. What Kind of Man Would I Be was a mega hit for the band Chicago.
Peter Cetera and Amy
Peter
Grant,
Cetera,
Next Time
Amy,
I Fall in
Next
Love.
Time I Fall, yeah. Wrote for the Commodores, wrote for Boz Scaggs. He wrote Heart of Mine.
Yep.
Yeah.
So Bobby
Yeah.
is killer, and I had a tune that I had written partially with Bobby called Open Your Eyes, and Erykah Badu cut it. Common had a big hit with it.
Okay.
They changed the name of it to The Light. They took part of the verse and made it the
Right.
chorus.
I love
And,
that song.
Yeah,
I
so-
didn't know that you wrote that.
With him.
Oh,
you know,
my
so
gosh.
I actually, there's a whole story that, with this guy, Bruce Malin. And Bobby,
Oh,
you know,
wow.
So, but anyhow, so this guy really plays his butt off, and you have solo records that are doing very well
Yes,
too.
yes. I've been writing for other smooth jazz artists for the past 3 decades, and I started putting out whole CDs of my own, really not caring about radio at all. I just wanted to make something unique for me that I would be proud of, and my children's children would be proud of, and I didn't really care about radio format at all. I used a lot of accordion, and when the pandemic came out, I started thinking about, well, how can I take my success of co-writing for other artists and bring that maybe to my table? And I started releasing singles to radio, and I'm batting 4 for 4 on major FM stations around the country and Sirius XM watercolors.
Which is cool. Very nice.
Yeah, and my latest single just came out last Monday. It's called Woody's Gap, and it's a fun, happy little peppy song. And yeah, but man, thank you for putting this beautiful bass in my hands.
64 P bass. Neck is original finish. Parts are original. Body is an old refinish. And
Yes.
just a really cool bass that plays killer.
You know, when I saw it, I didn't know which bass I was going to videotape, and I just kind of gravitated towards it over there. If you want to show all these beautiful basses over here, and that's the one that he wanted me to play. So it was destiny that I try it, and gosh, if anybody is interested in it, they better run here because I may buy it. It just feels like once again reunited with an old friend. This thing, it just feels so comfortable. It's so light, and it's just got that mojo sound.
Clay dots, tortoise
Clay
shell,
dots,
pickguard.
and
Just really cool thing.
yeah.
And he plays, he plays a lot of different styles really well. But I know that you're a big fan of James Jamerson.
Oh,
like
absolutely.
All of us are. The great bass player from Motown, and so a lot of your stuff, you just get that real super warm, cool sound, and thump it out.
Yeah, well, let's just hear what this thing can do.
Let's do
It's. Every note you can hear, like every note is so true. There's no wobble. It just
Real
it really
percussive too.
really percussive, and yeah, just plays great. I mean, for me in the grand universe, they could have just stopped with this bass because Leo Fender, he got it right.
Yeah.
All the other boutique stuff, this is what it all comes down to right here, ladies and gentlemen. The good old P bass.
There's a lot of good stuff, but when they invented this wheel was pretty cool.
Oh my God, yes, yes. And I was a little reluctant. I was more of a Gibson guy in my young age of like 11 and 12. Because the guitar players in the band, they had like SGs and Les Pauls.
Right.
So I thought, well, Gibson, I should get a Gibson. So I had an EBO and a Ripper. I had a Ripper too, because Peter Cetera had one.
Well, also Danko from the band. Had
Yeah,
Ripper, Grabber, they were in the same family.
Yeah, but all my friends in the hood, they say, Roberto, get a Fender, get a Fender. So here I am, fast forward to 2023, and I have this beautiful thing in my hands, and it just plays so wonderful. And no matter what the style, if you're playing rock, pop, jazz, funk, this bass does it all. And I'd like to invite my good friend Michael Lemmo, who works here. He's a very accomplished artist himself. He's going to play some guitar on a beautiful old
right.
telly thing, huh?
Yeah, this is a 2018 Fender Custom Shop.
Oh, man.
And it's kind of cool. It's like after a 1955 telly, but it's a limited edition, and it's kind of like something that was based off of something out of Joe Bonamassa's collection, which is
that
really
right?
cool.
Joe Bonamassa inspired, they call it.
Yeah.
Custom shop.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So, just a very cool guitar. And by the way, Roberto played on
Blue Comet.
Michael's
Yep. We've done a
his
bunch
album,
together.
and produced by Paul Brown again. So
Oh,
He's
yeah.
just here.
Was he?
Yeah. Paul's
right.
always an event.
Yeah,
We love
absolutely.
him. Cool. We're going to jam something Norm and I actually wrote called Jamaican Me Crazy.
Okay.
You ready?
Okay, if I can remember it, you just go
G
ahead.
to the A minor,
Beautiful.
to the B minor, to the A minor.
Okay,
Here we
let
go.
me program that and press save. Okay, I got you.
Hey. Nice, guys. That's called
You're making me crazy.
Jamaica.
Yes.
Me crazy.
Jamaica Me Crazy, played on this beautiful 1964, all original, but a refinished seafoam green. Original pickups, bass plays like butter. Come and check it out. And thank you for having me over here, Norman, to play this beautiful
Thank you,
bass.
buddy. You
Get
always
together
do
and
it
see
great, you know,
Thank you.
and you're one of the best that there is, and I love it stylistically. You kill me. So,
Oh man, thank you so much.
great Roberto Vally, Michael Lemmo. Michael's getting ready to go out on tour.
The
Where can people
Vancouver.
see you in Canada, right?
Yep, Vancouver, Winnipeg, Calgary. Lots of
Alan
hockey
Raymond.
towns. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. I can't wait. And thanks, Norm, for letting me do it.
All right, no worries. Right here at Norm's Rare Guitars, Roberto Vally, Michael Lemmo.
Bye.
Bye bye.